train to...
I guess I'll start off, the usual. 14 years old, go to Packer Collegiate Institute. I've been here since 5th grade. So I've been here going on 4 years, going on 5. And the city and the trains that you see in the rest of the documentary are from my home. Well, the way I get from Packer to my hometown of Canarsie, and just a little bit of the culture there shown in this video. And I've been living in Canarsie all my life. I want to say 4th grade, so I think around 6 years now, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Cognitive activity, physical activity, so sometimes it's pretty difficult living with it, but just gotta keep on moving on. And my mom and my brother Ethan, who he's on his way to, well, not on his way, he's actually starting the 2nd semester of college pretty soon. Goes to Claremont McKenna in Claremont, California. On my mother's side of the family, they're from Northern Ireland. She moved to America when she was 28. And then my dad's side of the family, I'm Haitian. It's definitely tough, the commute, because it can be anywhere from 50 minutes to like an hour and 10. But it doesn't really just stop at that. Sometimes it'll affect because I have to wake up at around 6, so it's really hard to it's trying not to be a little bit late. But in some ways, taking the train can be the best part of my day, because when you have no cell phone service, there's no really distractions on the train, the bus. I like to read and maybe get some of my homework for school done. And also I just, I have time to listen to music and just think to myself, whether it be, thinking about obscure stuff or thinking about how the rest of my day will go and trying to make a plan for things. It can be a really nice, peaceful time, just because, there's not a lot of moments where you get to be truly alone with yourself. And, it's actually pretty nice. So it's definitely the commute is really a big part of my life. I guess the city doesn't really care about, maybe the bus lines or the train lines near my house. Sometimes I'll be a little bit late, because things will get delayed, they'll not come at the estimated time that it says on the website, or maybe the little panel on the train station, but you can write it off as a coincidence. But it's also has to do with the fact that there's just less attention. There's a less attention to detail when creating a structured MTA system. And frankly, I see it get more and more structured the closer and closer I get to Packer. So take that as you will, but something that can cross the barriers is exclusion and prejudice and racism. Because even in Canarsie, which is a predominantly black neighborhood, there have been elderly white people who have lived here and have told me things like, "We don't want you here," and "Go back to where you belong," or "Go back to Africa," and things like that. And to be honest, it's not as explicit, but it's not like it ends once I get on that train. It's not like it ends once I get on that train or when I get off. I feel like this part of my identity, being from Canarsie, being a mixed kid, being a black kid, is what incites all this. Obviously there's people who are malicious and people with malicious intent, and that doesn't just stop whether it's I'm at my house, I'm on the train, I'm on the bus, at school, hanging out with my friends near downtown Brooklyn. It's a constant part of my life, which I feel, a lot of other black kids, mixed kids, and kids from Canarsie's lives, which I feel is unjustly happening. I feel like it shouldn't be. It shouldn't have to be a part of these kids' lives. And, I've always been taught to, rise above and don't let it change my mood or, change my emotions. But it's definitely tough when there's people who are just ignorant, which, happens a lot, and then there's people that are malicious. It's tough to deal with that, and it's not something that I want. It's a burden that me and a lot of other people have been saddled with. And I think that's why I can treasure the moments where I'm on my commute, where it's me to myself, because it's void of the good things, but it's also void of the bad things that happen in each community, each place, and each group of people that are there. It's truly a neutral state, which kind of gives me a feeling of peace.